Alright, I think this is going to be the last video that I do related to your basic skills test. And that is, I'm going to work on the second fundamental theorem of calculus, which are problems number 49 and 50 on your basic skills sheet. So you're asked to take the derivative of an integral. Now, when they ask you these problems on the AP test, they will not give you something that you can actually take the integral of. In this case, I'm going to use this example that is given to us to show you why the basic skills, or to show you why the second fundamental theorem of calculus works. It ultimately is just to change a variable. I will actually take the integral of this and then take the derivative of it. But keep in mind, when you do this on the AP test, they will not give you something that you can take the integral of. They're just going to test to see if you know the shortcut. So what I'm going to do here is I know I'm going to have to take the derivative of, I'm going to go ahead and take my integral. I'm going to add 1 to the power. I'm going to multiply that by 1 over whatever that power was. And then I'm going to plug in my bounds, going from whatever the constant is, and this does not have to be 0. In this case it is. But it turns out whatever it is, it'll go away. So I'm going to take the derivative of this 1/3 x to the third minus 0 to the third. And even if this was a number, keep in mind we're going to take the derivative of it in a minute. When I take the derivative of a constant, it goes away. I can't stress that enough. So let's simplify what we're going to take our derivative of. We will get, this is 1/3 x cubed. And now when I want to take the derivative of it, I'm going to bring that power down, and I'm going to subtract 1 from the power, and I get back what I had to begin with, except for now we're written in terms of x's instead of in terms of r's. This whole change of variable idea will come into play towards the end of a Calculus 2 class. And then it also, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, it'll come into play in your Calculus 3 classes, especially as you change between rectangular coordinates and polar coordinates, which I'm not going to explain to you right now, but I'd be happy to, like during a lunch period or at the end of a class. Knowing how to change variables does come in handy in future math classes, depending on what you end up taking. All right, so the next one was very, very similar to this. Only difference at all in our problem was our upper bound is x squared instead of just x. Now I will tell you, based on the shortcut, that the answer to this, you don't have to believe me, but the answer to this will be x to the 4th times 2x. In this case, I do have an integral I can actually take, and I can prove that to myself, but you do need to understand the shortcut and how it works with the chain rule of what's going to happen so that you can jump to this answer, because again, on the AP test, they will not give you a derivative or an integral that you can actually take. I'm not aware, except for at sharp points, I'm not aware of any derivatives that are impossible to take, but there's a whole slew of integrals where the area actually exists, but there is no way to take the integral algebraically, as we're able to do in this class. All right, so going through the process, as before, go through, I take my integral, I'm going to plug my bounds in, and I get 1/3 times x squared to the 3rd power minus 0 to the third power. And this will simplify down to 1/3 x to the 6th. When I take the derivative of this, I get 1/3 times 6 x to the 5th, which is 2 times x to the 5th, which hopefully I don't need to prove to you that that is equal to what I got over here. Let's go through, I need to look through your Barron's book. I know they'd have some good examples of using the second fundamental theorem of calculus, which includes integrals that you can't actually take the integrals of. But I'll need to take some time to look through that book to find those examples for myself and for you. So good luck. Keep studying for your basic skills test. And let me know if there are any specific questions that you'd like me to go over with you in class or in video format, whatever works best for you.